Hi everyone, thanks for joining this Zenario tutorial video on how to crop and zoom images. So if you're familiar with Zenario already, you'll know that there are banner plugins which are a great way to display images, and there are content summary lists which also display images, and these can give you things like a list of news items from elsewhere on the site, a list of documents and so on. Without further ado, I'm going to log in and show you how to adjust the size of these images if you're not happy with the way they're being cropped. So log in and go back to your appropriate page. So go to the page on which you see the image. Now what you'll find is when you're in admin mode and you are seeing an image, like this is a banner plugin here, you will get this small icon appear here, this little mounted icon, which is the crop and zoom tool. And when you click on it, what you will find is that the image is available in a box like this with the proportions that are set out in the plugin settings. So in this case it's 649 by 504. Before I change it, I'll show you how the banner is set up. So I'll go to this plugin here, edit this plugin settings. Here's the banner plugin, and when I go to the image tab, I can see the crop and zoom is selected. That's important, with the size set to 649 by 504. Okay, there are other possible settings, but this is the setting that you need to have on your banner plugin if you want to be able to crop and zoom, and to be honest, this is the best one. So we close that and return to this button here, click it again, and now let's have a play with the tool. So you'd notice here you've got these drag handles, and you can drag this and center in on the part of the image that you're interested in. And it will be constrained with these proportions because that's the way the banner is set up. If you don't like the proportions, you would go back to the banner plugin settings and change it. So for example, if I wanted this not quite so tall, let's say 300 pixels high by 600 wide, let's just preview it full width. Yeah, it looks reasonable. So save it like that. So I've now changed the proportions. I might just play again with the crop and zoom. Now this time it's using a different aspect ratio, which is 2:1. And again I can play with that like that. Zoom in on that area if I wish to, and save. So now it's showing me this banner image with the crop I just selected. Okay, so it's as simple as that if you want to crop and zoom. So just remember, crop and zoom is the thing that you must have selected on the banner plugin, and then you get the little tool, and then you can use the resizing tool. Now the amazing thing about the crop and zoom tool is it's not just available when you have a static fixed image like that. It's also available when you've got an automatically generated list of content, like a content summary list. So obviously with a content summary list, if you add new news articles, they turn up here automatically. Thing is, when you do a crop and zoom adjustment, it stays with the image. So this one here, I've clearly got a square image. So if I just look at the plugin settings for the content summary list, filter, let me go to each item. So you can see here it's cropping and zooming to 300 by 300. Okay, so it's a square size that has been set up in this content summary list. But I'm not happy with the way it's cropping that particular image, so I'll click on the crop and zoom icon. It's constraining me again for this to be a square image. I'll move that down like that so it focuses on the paella, and save, and there it is. Okay, and this one, if I want to do the same again, focus in on the boats like that and save. Okay, so it changes that view as well. All right, and if we go to a different page, so let's say we go to the main news listing page, what we find here is this has been set up with different proportions. Again, just have a look at the settings. Each item is set to display with crop and zoom at 240 wide by 160 high. So then this is a different crop and zoom here. So again, if I want to focus in on this paella dish, click the icon, bring the handles around there and save. Okay, so I've zoomed in again, and again it has remembered this. It won't have messed up my square one, which is still like this on the home page. Okay, and then of course when you come through to the full page, here's the full image. It's in line in the WYSIWYG editor, and you can see that it's attached up here as the featured image. That's why it's pulling it through onto the content summary list, because it's the featured image. Just to have a little look at more information about these images, go to the image library, and in the library you can see a full list of all the images. And from here, if you edit the image properties, you can see all of the crop and zooms. Okay, so you see the one that was used on the home page and the one that's used on the news listing page. So you've actually got a central place here where you can adjust all the different size-based views of that image. And in addition, of course, you can get to image properties, so you can change its file name, you can change the alt tag, you can tag it and do other stuff to do with image management, and add a caption and so on. So you can get to the various image properties here as well, of course. So I hope you found that a useful exercise to learn how to use the crop and zoom tool, and thanks for watching.